Delson, I got access to the
We're going to be
Seattle
getting
police
into a lot of
database.
fights here,
Turns
so
out,
let's get this
the
started.
has eyes and ears everywhere.
Well, let's gouge out their eyes and slice off their ears.
All right, I've got you on my GPS. Not far from one of their mobile command centers. If you can shut that down, it'll limit their ability to track your movements.
Mobile command center, got it. So what exactly does one of those look like?
Well, it should be a large, heavily armored mobile unit with side ports and major communications gear on top.
All right, I think I see it. Badass RV with lights and metal crap on top.
Okay, great. There should be vent panels along the sides. Now, if you blow out enough of those, the core should overheat and be exposed.
Okay, blow out the panels, got it.
So destroying the mobile command center is going to be a common mission type. It's typically going to be optional in the future, but by destroying them, you can get at least 4 or 5 blast shards. So it's definitely in your interest to do them, but you're not missing out on anything important by not doing them. Some of them later on will be mandatory, but I can only really think of one example where that's the case. One of the disadvantages of the early game, though, is having to run away constantly to replenish your smoke meter because you just eat through it so quickly. Of course, I like to use the Cinder Blast, so maybe I'm different in that regard. Chitoryu12 in the thread asked if the level of cool in fights stays consistent throughout, and I am a little biased, but I do think that's the case. This one doesn't have as many environmental stuff to destroy, but if it's DUP, you can basically break it. You can't destroy the city, but I guess that wouldn't really work in the long term anyway. If you try to destroy the mobile command center while you're getting shot at, like when you lift and hold this, Delson just won't do it. He'll drop it as he gets shot. So you have to kill all of the enemies.
You find the main power core? It should be on top.
Huh. You must be back up. I think I prefer the smaller guys. They are really stepping up their game. Definitely prefer the smaller guys.
So, as you can notice, this is going to be a heavy type of enemy that has a lot of health and deals a lot of damage really quickly. They're not even particularly slow, such as when they rush up and just smack you with their gun and send you flying. But I find the best way to deal with them is to just get in their face with a Cinder Blast and then back off. Otherwise, you'll just get knocked away, or their steady stream of bullets will really chew through your health. Of course, since there are a bunch of blast shards scattered around in this fight, you can pretty much just run around, take your shots, and then go to a blast shard to restore your smoke and your health.
I know you're in there.
Once you've dealt enough damage to them, they'll go into this little cone, try to recover their health. So you have to rush up behind them and either subdue them or execute them. And after you do that, all of the little guys will run away.
So, hey, all you have to do is drain one of them. We can go home. I mean, it doesn't work. You mean you were wrong about that, huh? Then we can still go home.
So I opened up one of these pens earlier, but you can destroy them or break out the citizens inside for good or evil karma points.
Oh, crap.
Well, did it work?
No time to check, man. I got dupes coming at me from every direction.
Get the hell out of there.
Yeah, great advice.
After we've done one of these missions, we'll unlock a district or various little missions. And also after every mission, you'll get a little tally of how many enemies you subdued and in which way you did it.
All right, Reg, I hate to ask, but any of your besties in blue know anything about these core relays?
Yeah, well, apparently they've got them set up all over town. Seattle PD's been keeping an eye on them since the DUP won't tell them what they do.
But you can find out where they all are.
Sure. Like I said.
Good. I need you to send the locations to my phone.
What, so you can keep tapping them for more powers? No, forget it.
Wow. My own brother wants me to fight the ultra-mega bioterrorist of all time with less powers.
Look, I didn't say that.
Well, I guess I shouldn't put it off then. Better go straight on to Augustine now and get it over with. Not sure what's gonna happen.
All right, I get it. Look, just stay away from Augustine and I'll send you the ones I know of.
Thanks, Reg. You're the best brother ever.
No, the best brother ever would have locked you in a closet back in Salmon Bay for the rest of your life.
Wow. I'm sure a closet can hold a conduit for long, but I appreciate your wanting to lock me up. You think the DUP does this to every town they get called to?
Apparently, that's what they say.
Why would people even put up with that?
Because when it comes down to it, most folks aren't willing to trade life for liberty or the pursuit of happiness.
Nah, that can't be it.
So we're going to be getting a lot of new powers in this update. Some less exciting than others. I would say this is the least exciting of them.
I feel good about this one.
It looks cool, and it can be, especially if you're playing a good character. What it is basically a smoke bomb. If you throw it, enemies will start hacking up a storm,
Secondhand smoke
and
is
they'll
bad
be
for
easily
you.
subdued. So if you want a lot of good karma points really quickly, this is a great way to do it. Later upgrades of it will even just subdue enemies immediately for you. Some enemies you can sneak up on and just get a quick subdue out of them. Other times, that won't really work out for you, because you can really usually only get one at a time.
Jesus, man, how many DUP guys are in this city?
Yeah, well, luckily you have the advantage in numbers, my man.
How do you figure that?
Well, because one person can move around faster, lighter, quieter. Plus, it'll make them underestimate you. Not gonna know what hit them.
You wanna do me a favor and explain that to them, so maybe they'll just give up?
Why? Spoil the surprise? What?
Reg, they got checkpoints and cameras on just about every corner.
That's the benefit of having home field advantage.
Except this isn't their home field.
Try telling them that.
Suck on this!
This is probably my favorite power that we're going to pick up in this update, mainly because it's probably the most fun to use. Compared to the Smoke Shot, which is little, and the Cinder Blast, which is big, this is the biggest shot. This has its uses no matter which karma you're playing as, but I think Evil
Okay, so
benefits
that
more
way's
from
not an
this
option.
one because
Better
it's
work.
just a huge explosive missile.
It freaking worked!
Meaning if you don't care about where you're aiming, the missile will just kill pretty much anything it hits. Other than bigger enemies, of course, but... So you'll notice that we now need heavy ammo, because if we could just shoot the missile all the time, well, where would the challenge be? But absorbing any smoke will get you your heavy ammo back. So it's really more of a non-issue than anything. But if you're throwing them out willy-nilly, then you might just have to go running for smoke more often.
Reg, you should see this, man. The DUP's completely trashed this city. All the people are walking hunched over and nervous looking.
Now, that's how martial law works. Control the city and the people by breaking them both down first.
Yeah, well, occupying armies suck.
You may want to keep that to yourself for now.
Now this is a power that Cole already had in the first InFamous, and it's about as fun there as it is here. I would say it's hard to use effectively once you've actually gotten into combat, but it's a great way to hop in, so to speak.
Look out below!
So of course, the higher up you are, the more destructive the comet drop will be once you actually hit the ground. You can kind of do it from a little leap, but
Reggie, I've used up all the core relays.
why would
said,
you?
man. Come
It
on,
wouldn't be very
anymore.
helpful.
No, man, that's all you get. This bioterrorist thing has you all worked up. You need to find some place to lay low and chill out for a while.
What is it with you and laying low? I'm fine. I'm great. Give me more.
No. Now, I'm working on a possible lead with a detective on the SPD, but we're not moving forward until I'm convinced your head's on straight.
Okay, I'll lay low. Whatever the hell that means.
So now that we have enough blast shards, let's check out some upgrades. As usual, or as you might have expected, some of them are gated off depending on how much good karma you have, or even if you have good or evil karma. So my recommendation is to drain smoke so you can build your meter, because none of the powers are really that helpful at the moment. Since we're playing a good character, I think the giant sulfur bomb would probably be a good bet for us, but we'll take care of that later.
Okay, Delson, I've got some information on the DUP's communications network. Now, there's a central antenna so they can coordinate the movements of all the smaller districts.
All right, any idea where this central communication thing is?
Well, you did say you wanted to see it while you were here.
Shut up. Space Needle?
Space Needle.
Delta 5, report.
Just a quick reminder from your friends that it is your duty as a citizen to report
Okay, Reg, I'm here, and you were right. The
So this
needle's
is gonna be our
tricked out
first
all
proper
kinds of
mission.
electrical crap and what looks like a bad aluminum siding job.
You're gonna have to get to the top of the needle.
It's a nice day. I'll just climb to the top.
Climb. No, no, no. Don't be crazy.
Hey, man, it's not crazy to be awesome.
I'm not sure why Reggie's concerned, because his brother could survive that
Hey, Reg,
fall if that did
hypothetical,
happen.
You know,
This is a pretty
theoretical,
neat section, I would
totally
say.
What if question here, but what would be the explanation for how I might be able to draw the power from some conduits, say, oh, I don't know, Hank, and not others, like one of these dupe troopers?
Oh my god, so you did try earlier.
Hey, I'm not looking for an I told you so here, Reg. I'm just looking for an answer. Whoa. I thought the dupes had those things locked down.
Well, I suppose that hypothetically, theoretically, it could be you can only drain powers from a conduit who has them naturally. A prime conduit, like Hank, or hopefully Augustine. I mean, the DUP guys got all their weaker powers from Augustine, so maybe they can't pass them on. Even to you.
So you're saying we have to keep going. Read you loud and clear.
Don't push it. And next time, don't lie to me, okay? Trust your brother.
Man, this stuff's even uglier from the inside. Looking forward to taking this stuff down.
Hey there. It's Betty. Where are you?
Oh, hi, Betty. I'm at the Space Needle.
Oh, I'll try back later then. Bring me a postcard.
Okay, if the gift shop's open. Bye, Betty.
Bye-bye, dear.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? This is more like it. I'm on the observation deck.
Don't let your guard down.
course, having your guard up doesn't really matter when you
That was
have,
awesome.
huge missiles. You'll notice that some enemies also have a cinder blast of their own, but it's just with concrete. Functionally, it's the same.
Alright, time to gouge out the eye of the needle. And that must be what holds it all together. What the hell? Oh, I haven't seen you before. Reg, man, they got a small army up here.
Good. Means you're in the right place.
Or that they really don't like other people playing with their stuff.
Come on, focus, Nelson. Do you see any way to take down the communications?
Yeah, there's this anchor. Looks like it's holding all the antennas in place. Man, that feels good.
So this is more easily considered a boss fight, I would say. We've also been introduced to another new enemy, and I guess you could say they're a bit like the mage, if the other one's like a warrior or something. What they can do is they'll shoot little shots at you of concrete, or they'll trap you in concrete, but that's kind of pointless because you can dash out of it really quickly. Their big annoyance is that they can set up a shield around themselves, which you have to blow away with a big shot, like the Cinder Blast or the missile. You might be able to plink away at it with the smoke shot, but that takes a little too long for my tastes. They can also concrete dash, I guess you could say. So these enemies are really more annoying than they are dangerous, I would say. And also, when you get close to death, your vision starts turning black and white. You don't want that. All in all, if you play your cards right, this little arena, it's not too bad. It doesn't take too long, at least.
There he is. Let's go. There he is.
Occasionally, enemies will throw smoke grenades, which can inhibit your movement, but you can also suck up that smoke to replenish your meter as well. So they're really just doing you a favor.
Search operation. Rush.
Sorry, Baldy. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna cut it. Nothing bad ever came from getting new powers.
So this is the first power that I would say is absolutely more useful when you're playing as a good character.
Oh, this is going to be epic! See? That wasn't so bad.
I wouldn't say the game's too difficult,
Yeah.
but when you do
That's
enough
better.
good or evil tasks,
Woo!
depending,
That's a rush.
you'll build up your karmic streak meter, which is basically just a big super move that's going to kill
Goes away.
everyone around you, or subdue, depending if you're playing good.
Hello, Science Center District. I lost you. Do you read me? I'm getting nothing, sir. You? Nothing outside our immediate area.
Yeah, Reg. Let's go find us some prime conduits and get some new powers. We own the streets!
Take it easy. A few streets in the immediate vicinity, all right? The DUP still owns the other 98%.
But we kicked them off the Space Needle, man!
You knocked out their comm center, okay? They may be deaf, but they're not dumb. Kicking the DUP completely out of Seattle is gonna take time. We just got here.
You know what they say? A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single kick-ass tag.
Who says that?
The Chinese people.
So, you guys have a choice. This one's not a big one, but how are we going to tag the flag on top of the Space Needle? I'm going to leave this one up to you.